Hello everyone, my name is Laquanda Grant and I am a student at the University of Technology Jamaica enrolled in the Child and Adolescent program. And today I will be talking about sexual abuse. What is sexual abuse? Sexual abuse is any sexual act with a child performed by an adult or an older child. This might be fondling the child's genitals, getting the child to fondle an adult's genitals, mouth to genital contact, rubbing an adult's genitals on the child, or actually penetrating the child's vagina or anus with body part or object. Reasons for underreporting. Have you ever wondered how many adults were abused and nothing was done about it? The reasons for underreporting are shame and embarrassment. Family members might feel ashamed of reporting the abuse because of the stigma that comes with the abuse. If persons in the community hear about it, for example, a child is molested by her stepfather, father, or even a close family member, they may feel ashamed of that, so they may not report it. Fear of the abuser and of possible reprisal. Mothers may not report the abuse because they are afraid of the abuser. The abuser may also be their only source of financial support and may be afraid of what the abuser might do if the abuse is reported. Reluctance on the part of the family to admit what has happened. The family member may be in denial and in disbelief that a particular person was involved in the act, and like that, like a family member, a friend, they might be in denial. The belief on the part of the victim that the veracity of their story will be questioned. Victims may feel as if nobody will believe them because the abuser is loved and may be a person of high standard in society. Benefits of reporting. The major benefit would be to heighten awareness of the consequences of the crime that might result in preventing rape or assault. For survivors, the major benefit may be an increased opportunity to receive the medical and psychological first aid to assist in recovering from an event with significant psychological and physical trauma. Most perpetrators do not just commit one sexual assault. This means offenders are not held accountable for their crimes because they are not reported. What should be included in your report? Name, age, and sex of child, name and address of parents or guardians, the school that the relevant child attends, details of the incident being reported, and any knowledge of previous abandonment, neglect, or ill treatment of the relevant child and relevant dates. Identity and other details of the alleged perpetrator. Any other information that the reporter has which can assist in the intervention and completion of the report. How to report sexual abuse in Jamaica. You may make the report to Children's Registry by calling 188-PROTECT. The numbers are listed there. Who sexually abuse children? Many people may say that strangers are the ones that abuse children, but that is not entirely true. Sexual abusers are likely to be people we know and could well be people we care about. After all, more than 8 out of 10 children who are sexually abused know their abusers. They are family members or friends, neighbors, drivers, and teachers. Many hold responsible positions in society. Signs and symptoms of sexual abuse. So these are what parents should look out for. Nightmares, sleeping problems, they may wet the bed, bruises around genitals. Important to inspect your child so you can identify these bruises. Sexual transmitted diseases. So parents may not be aware of this until notified by the children. Become quiet and insecure. They may become mysterious, become more angry. Effects of sexual abuse. Anxiety and depression, post-traumatic stress, self-harm, sexual transmitted infections, feelings of shame and guilt, relationship problems with family, friends, and partners. Myth and reality. So most sexual assaults are committed by strangers, which is a myth. And the reality is 60% to 80% of all sexual assaults are committed by someone the victim knows. A relative, friend, neighbor, or acquaintance. 85% of reported child sexual assaults are by someone known and trusted by the child. The attacks occur most frequently in the victim's home or in a car. Ways to prevent sexual abuse. Ensure that you build a safe relationship between adults and children, which secrets are hard to keep. Be aware of the warning signs that someone we know may have a sexual interest in children and seek help if we are worried. Talk to your child and listen to what they have to say. Take sensible precautions about whom we choose to take care of our children. Teach your child good and bad touch. Have a code word your children can use when they feel unsafe or want to be picked up. So this is an example of good and bad touch. The red circles or shout out for help, which is bad touch, and the yellow circles ask the person to stop touching if uncomfortable. So children, if a man, woman, anybody touch you on your face, your breast, or private parts and you feel uncomfortable, you need to tell your parents about this. Risk factors of sexual abuse. Poor victimization, disability, having a relative who is a perpetrator, inadequate housing, substance abuse, poverty, parental adversity, growing up in an urban area and a mother who had her first child at a very young age. So persons are vulnerable. These persons are vulnerable, and so they are more likely to experience sexual abuse. So persons might think, if I report this, will my identity be revealed? No. When you make a report to Child Protective Services, your name is held in strictest confidence. CPS cannot tell the child's family the identity of the person who made the report unless you give consent to have your name revealed. A judge may order CPS to release information about your identity in a court proceeding. Rarely, reporters are required to testify in court, in which case your identity would become known. This is the end of the presentation. Stop the silence. Stop child sexual abuse. Parents and guardians, be alert. Ensure that you are aware of your child's surrounding and everyone in your child's surrounding. Help us build a better Jamaica, better adults, and protect the children. you can do one thing to protect our children by reporting. Report sexual